Here's why I feel like this trade may work out for the 49ers. It's a low risk move. We're technically just paying him league minimum, and he has 3 more years on his remaining contract. That's optional for us to avoid or keep him. That's a win-win right there. And the other reason why I feel like it works out for us, we didn't give up a draft pick. We just swap a 6th-round pick for the 7th-round pick. It wasn't quite much to give up on. Part of this move could either benefit the Niners to get a lot of turnovers, or it can benefit the Niners in the long haul to make that Super Bowl run this year. The reason why this is a good move is you're going to need a lot of edge rush depth. You can never run out of getting to the quarterback. So we've been having some problems on production into getting to the quarterback. I mean, Drake Jackson, he was on a good start against the Steelers, and he's just disappeared. Kerry Hyder's production was like 1 sack, hasn't done nothing. And part of that transition move was the Niners released Kerry Hyder to make room for Randy Gregory. Part of this move with Randy Gregory is to improve that area. So we got to definitely create turnovers. I think this would make our defense a lot better. So part of this move makes a lot of sense because you're technically not paying him the big dollars. The Denver Broncos are technically paying his remaining contract from this season. They're taking the rest of the contract. We're just paying league minimum, bro. We're just paying peanuts on this guy. So he can either pan out or he doesn't. Like, there's the pros and cons. If he pans out, it's a damn good move. If he doesn't, it's no harm, no foul. We swap a draft pick. We didn't give up much for this guy. So I'm pretty sure it's going to pan out because Chris Kosera could bring the best out of players like Randy Gregory. Some people may question his checker pass. As long as he can stay on the field and produce and stay healthy, I think this is a hell of a steal. We'll find out whether it's going to be this Sunday night, or I believe it's likely going to be the Cleveland Browns that you'll see him make his debut as a Niner. I think he's already getting excited. He's already in the facility, so he's trying to get up to speed. So part of this move is just some of you fans don't get that part of the deal, bro. You have to read details into the fucking contract. Part of the contract is we're not going to pay him we're not going to pay him his season contract. And the remaining contract he has left, it's very optional. We can choose to void it or keep that contract going. It's one or the other. And it's not like it's a big need, but it helps the team in the long haul. Like, you want to get better production. You want this defense to get some sacks and pressures and make plays and make it easy for our offense to score. You got to have some quality depth and some guys who can step in as starters. And Randy Gregory has shown that he's got potential to be a starter. In Dallas, one of his breakout seasons was having 6 sacks, and that's what got him a big contract in Denver, but it just hasn't panned out. Under our system, he should be a good fit with us because we're going to make it very simple for him. All he has to do is just get to the quarterback. He can stop the run. It's not going to be that difficult for the 49ers to get this kid up to speed. Chris Kosera is going to bring the best out of this guy. So I think when you bring in a guy like him, it's definitely going to be a risk because of his character and stuff. But I feel like the 49ers are going to do just fine. Part of this trade and this move was more like, dude, it's like we got him in the flea market. Like, when you go to the flea market, you're trying to make you see something that you want, and the crazy part is you don't have to pay so much for that type of price. You just go right there and say, oh, I'm sorry, I have a couple dollars. Hey, I want to get this. How much are you charging? And sometimes they might even take the lesser offer because they want to get rid of it. That's how it looks like. That's how the deal sounds like. When you go to a flea market, when some people want to get rid of something so bad, even the lowest bid, they sometimes get it. It's not like you have to pay so much for stuff. Sometimes they're willing to get rid of it. Even if it's a couple of dollars short or whatever it is, they're willing to sell it, bro. That's like a bargain, bro. It's like you can get something reasonable, like at the thrift store too. If you see something nice that's worth something, yeah, you may get your luck out of it. Or if you go to some other stores and other stuff where you want to get something nice, sometimes it's kind of crazy how they're there, but hey, you get a damn good deal. Randy Gregory, it's more like we're not paying him much, bro. We're technically paying him on food stamps and that type of money, So, hey, it's funny that him and Brock Purdy are getting paid that type of money, so it is what it is. Part of the deal, it just makes sense. The Niners want to contend. They want to get to the Super Bowl this year. In order to get to the Super Bowl, our defense has to get to the quarterback, create pressure, make it easy for our offense to get better, and make these games very favorable for us. So part of that signing just makes sense. You want to bring somebody who can create pressure to the quarterback, and the amount of snaps that he plays, he gets pressure. He's got 1 sack this season. The previous year, he had 2 sacks, but if you look at his production, he can get the pressure to the quarterback, and that's what we like. So let me know what y'all think, faithful. So part of the details is we swap draft picks. Denver Broncos going to pay the remaining of his contract. And most of all, we're just paying him league minimum. And it's optional for us to keep the contract because he's got 3 more years. So it's a win-win. It's definitely a win-win situation now. So it's not like we're risking much with this guy. So let me know what y'all think. And as always, go Niners.